Well, hello. Welcome to Drawing with Fire. I am Valarie, your neighborhood pyrography artist, and I'm joined today with Hubby.
Yes, I am.
I almost called you Hubcap.
Hubcap.
No. And we are doing the last of the holiday tags, and this is Dirty Santa. I drew it with some help, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. And I just want to remind you, you're awesome. You can do it. You're a pyro artist. I didn't get it right this time. It's my own thing.
Said it.
Kind of stumbled on it. Anyway, so Jason said he is going to burn his snowman freestyle. He's going to freestyle this.
That's right. That's what I do.
That's what you do. Okay. And I am doing Dirty Santa. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Angel. Hi, Paulo. Well, I should say True Angel because we do have Angel. He's not in right now. So what I haven't done yet, because I've been running late, is transfer my pattern. So I am going to quickly transfer this and then get started. I've already taped it down. And you can start whenever you're ready.
I'm turning this stuff on right
now. Now, Jason's camera is flipped vertically, but I couldn't do it horizontally.
Right.
So he's going to be, his hand's going to be on the right side of the screen, but he is left-handed.
Yep.
So hopefully.
So don't believe the hype.
So hopefully you've also got better lighting too, I hope. So we'll quickly get this transferred over, and I am on chat. As hard as that is. Hey, Greg. Yes, today I have my hot cocoa, but it is special.
What's so special about it?
It is adult special.
Like Triple X?
No, not Triple X. No.
Alright. You put a lot of extra stuff over here.
Did I? What did I?
Well, okay, that's my test strip there.
That's your test strip.
Okay, what's the other thingy over here?
What do you mean? Oh, none of that's yours.
Oh.
I just moved it over there because I needed room between filming a big video.
The light's not on my Optima.
Because it's not plugged in. Oh, shoot. The cord, is that your...
Saboteur!
Oops. I had to unplug it because I had to move it so I could take photos.
Ah.
So it's just not plugged in. Yeah, come fix it.
I don't know.
You know what I realized?
What's that?
This is our last live of 2018.
Is it?
It is. Our next live will be 2019. And I just realized that's a big football day too.
Is it?
Yeah. And about the time we'll be live, there'll be games going on.
Okay, so I'm testing.
You gotta give it a second to heat up.
No, it's hot.
Oh, it's
hot? It heats
hot?
up quick. Well, you know, when you put it on, what is this, 8?
Why did you put it on 8?
I'm just kidding. It's on 3.
So, Dirty Santa, this picture was sent, I found it on Pixabay. And it has an actual little boy in it, which I didn't want. Based on Jason's story, I wanted a little girl, so I did alter Santa a little bit. But then I drew in the little girl pointing at him. And if you missed the Dirty Santa story, when did you tell it? Last week?
I told it last week, yeah.
While we were burning? Yeah.
While we were burning, yes.
Okay. You can go watch the last week's to find out about Dirty Santa. And it is suitable for work.
So these are tags, so I'm going a little bit small on this.
Okay.
Oh, and you'll notice that I am freehanding everything. And we were discussing this earlier.
You're going to talk a little louder, I think.
I don't think so. I'm right here by the camera.
The camera doesn't have the mic on.
Oh.
The only mic working is the...
Okay. So we were talking about this earlier, and Valarie was asking me, like, when are you going to transfer your design? And I was like, never. And she's like, why? And I was like, because that's not how I do stuff. I am the cautionary tale in this relationship. I'm the wacky sidekick that goes off the rails and gets into trouble. So, and I recognize that, and I understand that.
Well, since this is a cartoon, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to outline. Because in this...
That's weird.
I know. It's going to throw everything off, but I think it'll show the difference.
Yeah.
Well, already going to be at 2019.
So you're going to see, like, probably a pretty significant difference between Valarie's and Maya's work.
Louder.
They can hear me. You can hear me, right, Chad?
You just looked up, but you're looking down, so that's why.
But my voice, thanks to the laws of physics, are bouncing off the tabletop surface, enhanced by the heat waves coming off the pin and dispersing to the microphone.
No. Don't work like that. Alright, we got her transferred. Quickly, I hope. It's not the best transfer, but I'll live with it. I know where everything is. Since...
What am I going to do with this guy?
See, that's why you should plan.
No, this part of the spontaneity is having fun.
But...
Okay, snowmen have top hats, so he's going to go with a top hat.
Well, if you finish early, I did...
Well, I've got room for 2 tags here, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to do 2. So, my top hat's looking more like a fedora. See? And now I'm drawing Indiana Jones Santa. See? And who would have ever thought that would happen?
Man, it's so off on transfer.
Okay, that looks more like a sun hat. But
This is a snowbird Santa?
snowbird.
Or a snowman?
What?
You said it looked more like a sun hat. That reminds me of the snowbirds that come down here.
Oh, gotcha.
I lost ya.
It's not too hard to do. Let's see.
Normally I would have this transferred if you're watching, but I guess because people have been asking how to transfer a drawing onto wood, this is a good reminder. And I'm using the Walnut Hollow wax-free white label. And the reason it's a smaller piece is because I've cut it down. Because I can always move it around, and it also helps to keep the wood cleaner. I'm not drawing this well. That's what I get for rushing. Hey, Brent. Yeah, April, if I didn't say hi, hi. Hey, Tony. I gotta remember to look up a chat. I've got the tablet right in front of me, but doesn't mean I remember to do it. So this Santa in the original drawing has short hair, but since he is inspired by Hubby, when he had long hair, and when this story happened, I lengthened his hair, I added a bag. After the live, I'll put the link for because I got this off of Pixabay. So I just typed in Santa, and up became almost done. Now I can also fix things that I didn't like in the drawing. Like one of the boots. I am pushing harder so that you can see the graphite on screen when I lift up. I would recommend going lighter. I'm just doing the basic lines. He'll detail it out when I'm burning. And I also changed the coat because his coat in the drawing is one piece. Like, even with it being a drawing, my brain needs it to make sense for a cartoon. I know, no fun.
No, you're just weird.
I'm just weird?
No, your way of working is just more...
I thought you said I'm just weird.
No.
That's what I heard.
No, I did not say that you're just weird.
Hey, Chris. So I like this boot. But I think the other one doesn't have enough of the curve at the toe. So I'm going to add that here, hopefully. Let's see how well that goes. So there, I freehanded my burnings. The burning part's freehanded.
Coffee.
Lines are off, but I know where everything is now, so I can fix.
I know where everything is too.
Alrighty.
It's on this piece of wood.
Make sure.
You also need
Since my pattern's taped down, I can lift up and check.
satchel.
Alrighty, looks like we got it all.
That's where Andy carries his
So
stuff.
we can do that. And I'm gonna grab, since we are doing a cartoon, I'm gonna grab a ball tip. Actually, I'm gonna go with the 9M. That's the right pin. Yeah, that's the right pin. I'm gonna go with the 9M, which is the writer. And I think I'm gonna start off with lighter lines. And let's see, hopefully that's bright enough. I can always move this down a little bit. I know I got glare. No. I'm gonna hit my head on the light. There we go. Got my test strip. Burn myself. Sip some cocoa.
What? You...
Ooh, yeah, that is special cocoa. And this holiday cup are my owls. There we go. I need to get mugs for all times of the year. Okay, I've got my reference photo. Put it down so you guys can see. I can go darker. I'm going to start about 3.5, and we shall start with our Dirty Santa.
I'm going to bump it up to 3.5 because I want to get some more contrast.
This is an odd angle for me to work. It's the only way to make it where everybody can see everything.
Yeah, and I'm not used to working appearing to be right-handed.
I know, you said you weren't going to look at the camera.
No, I'm not. But I know that everybody else is seeing it.
Alright.
So.
This is going to be so odd outlining. I have not outlined anything in years.
That's true, you haven't.
You know what? I'm not going to go crazy with the outlines. I do kind of want it to have like a pen and ink feel to it. Hey Lisa, hi Kenny.
I might go up to 4. I want to see what that does. I was at 4 the other day. Definitely have to work quicker. That's for sure.
I didn't was hooking the ball tip. And remember, it's easier if you spin your wood. I know it's going to look awkward on camera. And these are hand sanded because they're veneer extremely thin. So they may not be the smoothest. I remembered what else I gotta get done today.
What else do you have to do?
I gotta get the Christmas tree up.
Yeah, I know. Normally we would have it up for weeks by now. Like I did better about the yard decorations.
You did, but that was
then
for Jessica.
Came full, but Jessica's going to be coming back up, right?
I don't know.
Well, we need to have the Christmas tree just in case. Just in case she does come up.
Jason's hair is brown, and I'll go a little darker.
Depending on my haircut, it's brown and gray. My hair is longer than it's brown and gray.
I gotta switch to a ball tip and just make things quicker.
Why? Why would it make things quicker?
Because it's a bigger, even though it's a small ball tip, it's a bigger area that's making contact with the wood. Heats differently. So this is a small ball tip.
I'm not ready for all that fancy.
Sheila says, it looks like Jason has his wedding ring on his right hand. I'm easily confused.
That's how they do it in Germany.
Lisa says, I'm working on my elephants from your critique the other day. I really love the advice you both gave me. That is so awesome. I can't wait to see what you choose to do with it. You did a wonderful job, especially for your first burning. I can't wait to see you post it in group. Oh, and hear what your family thinks about you burning. Because they don't know yet until Christmas. Let's see, here's socks there. I could even go higher in heat, I think. Yep. Quicker. I kind of was hoping to have this done so I could add some color to it so we can see it all finished. Because then I need to cut them. I gotta actually finish the reindeer. Cut them and seal them. Figure out how to hang them.
Trying to stay on camera. I see why staying on camera is kind of a pain.
Well, that's why I got this piece of paper taped for me, so that I know where.
But if you gotta spin it, then
I zoomed you out, so you would have less of that issue.
okay.
Yeah, I don't like this birch. It definitely burns differently. Not all birch is the same. Switch over to the 18M.
I'm gonna have to go see what Moon is doing.
Okay.
She's barking a lot.
Because that's what she does.
Right
The
back.
hound dog. I'm so glad. Lisa says she's excited now. I'm glad. That's the most important thing. Don't get hard or down on yourself about what your burning looks like. Having fun and enjoying it and being excited about it is the most important thing. You're creating. Not everything's about selling work. Sometimes you just need to shut down, remove yourself from the world, and burning is a safe, positive way to do that. So don't stress yourself out. And we're all new at everything we try. So I bumped this up to 4.5. Because this birch is burning differently. Every wood does. I'm going to slow down so I can get a little darker. And I am using parts of the edge as well. Kind of thicken up the line. Like we can do that on the hair here. Drag that. Can't wait till the grandbaby's old enough to say, "Hey, Grandma, why is that hanging on the tree?" And we get to tell her the story of Dirty Santa. Alright, let's get this darkened. Sorry about moving it around.
Excuse me, hiccup.
I don't see Eve today.
Good.
I need to check on her. Maybe she's out of town. Trying to smooth this out because I can see my strokes.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go back out there because they're all outside right now.
Of course they are.
Because they need to go to the bathroom.
How dare they? See, I can feel the heat at 4.5 coming from the tip. Not in the pen itself, but coming from the tip because of the angle of burning flat. I've gotten so, I guess, spoiled. I'm not feeling any heat. I'm kind of missing my easel. Let's get this in there. No, Lisa, you can't, even though you have razor tip, you can use Optima pens. In fact, I recommend it over the razor tip pens. What you do have to do, though, is when you order an Optima pen, you also have to order an Optima cord so that you can connect your pen. So what you can do is just contact Pat, and I've got the link down in the description for Optima. Let him know that you're using a razor tip and what tips you want and that you need a cord, and he will get that all taken care of for you. And if you're getting an Optima pen, one of them I recommend is the 18M, which is what I'm using right now. Just don't judge it based on this wood, because it is not smooth. For me, this is a very universal tip. I use it just about everything. In fact, I normally start with it. And I didn't, but I still ended up with it. But you will feel a difference in the Optima pens compared to the razor tip, both in how they burn and how they feel. I can go back with colored pencil and change the color of the bag. I'll just let that be. Look at that. I didn't even finish transferring that boot. So I liked it better and I didn't even transfer it. Look at that. How's your snowman coming along?
How's it along?
Alright, now we got it. I got the boot. Let's see here. I am going to turn down this heat. Don't need it so much, so I'm bumping down to 3. I think I'll get his Santa outfit. Make sure I'm on camera, yes. In. Even though I'm outlining, I'm still... And actually, I stopped outlining, didn't I? I can do that with this pen. Or I can go back later to darken up my outlines. I'm gonna need to because I'm not curving that right. But we can get the beard. There we go. It feels so weird.
What's that?
Outlining. My brain has switched away from it. So it feels weird. Very weird.
Yeah, but that's appropriate for this type.
I know. And that's why I'm doing it. It just feels weird. That's all. Alrighty. Gotta figure out what all I want outlined.
Okay.
I almost want you to tell the Dirty Santa story again.
Well, I think chat's already heard it though. Unless there's a significant amount of people in chat.
But it's so funny.
But then, yeah, but they can go back and watch the other live. It's on there forever.
This is true. It is on there forever.
So weird.
What's that? Don't look at your hand.
I don't, but I have to make sure that I'm on screen. So
Yeah, switch over to the small so I can outline some more.
alright. So
What are you doing?
huh?
What you doing?
See?
Oh, you're done?
Yeah, it's Indiana Jones.
That is actually. It's kind of. It's cool.
See, he's got. Hang on, let me. Okay. See, so he's got his whip, and then he's got his leather jacket.
Everything's opposite of what you're pointing at.
Okay. Anyway, and his shirt's untucked, and he's got, he hasn't shaven, and.
Well, I think it's awesome. The only thing I might suggest is to darken some of the areas.
To darken some of the areas.
Yep. Like his eyes. Maybe
His eyes are dark.
Let me see. It's this wood.
They're just small.
Maybe a bit of his jacket. You can switch pins, love. His whip. The ball tips are, if you want that, to get a smoother burn.
A smoother burn?
Mm-hmm. So here's the 9M.
What's that?
That is the writer.
Okay. What would I use that for?
For outlining. For writing.
Yeah, but...
You're not writing.
Okay.
The whip.
Oh, okay.
Maybe tighten up some of your lines.
Yeah, I noticed I was getting a lot of blobs. So.
And blobs are going to happen with this wood.
Alright, so I've switched to this. This tip. I don't know what it is.
It's the 9M.
Ah, yes, the 9M. Yes.
It's the 9M.
So.
And I am on the small ball tip at 4.5, so it's hot.
Test this.
I'm so out of my comfort zone.
Huh. It's just like a, oh yeah, dogs are outside. Yeah.
You let them out.
It's only a matter of time every time Moon goes out before she starts barking.
I know.
And with Moon,
Ugh.
she's got such volume that the whole neighborhood can hear her.
Oop.
When Xena goes out and barks, she's just like, hey, hey, hey. And, it's not too obtrusive. But,
Unless he gets mad.
yeah, but Layla and Moon are really loud. I like this ball tip.
No, that's the 9. Are you on the ball tip?
Oh, the 9M.
The 9M, yeah.
What is it? It's not a ball tip?
It's not a ball tip.
Okay, I like it though.
It's smaller than the small ball tip that I'm using right now.
It reminds me of a pen.
A pen, yep.
In fact, I probably will use this on the next piece. Because I like it so much.
Yeah.
So I probably wouldn't have changed.
But sometimes, depending on what you're doing, sometimes you need to.
I don't have that experience, so I don't know. I don't know when that is.
when things aren't burning right.
It's easy for you to say.
If you get other pens, try them. They all heat up differently. They all run across the wood differently.
It is smoother, I'll say that.
Because the one you're using, the 18S, is a shader. And since you were trying to do lines, though doable, it does take a little practice. And that's why.
Yeah, I was having trouble getting the lines.
Let's see here.
This here is like, it reminds me of an ink pen.
Which is why it's called a writer.
So it's easier for me to conceptualize what I'm doing.
Yeah, this outlining is really throwing me off. I'm so used to not doing it. Like everybody else, I started off outlining. I didn't, and even when I started getting decent, I still outlined, but I was learning how to hide my outlines so that you didn't see them. And then in 2013, when we moved here, I completely stopped outlining. Now sometimes when you're negative burning up against an area, it might look like you are outlining, and that's normal. But to do what I'm doing, as in following my graphite and outlining, that is new for me. Hopefully it shows a difference in the burn. I haven't finished the rainy dew yet, but I can, or the gnome's done. I can pop that on the screen here in a minute, and you can see the difference between the two.
Alright, I'm going to get her.
Goodness, are you going to be able to stay on camera today?
Well, after the dogs come in, probably.
I even put your name so people know it's you.
Really?
I did. It's up on the screen, top left for you.
Okay, well, I think I'm done. I know it's not
Burning?
much as no. I got another half to do. I got another one to do. Done with Indy.
Done with Indy Snowman. I'm gonna have to change the thumbnail because he's being stubborn. Alrighty, got part of the coat in, and I will actually go back and darken some of these lines a little bit more, just to give different weight and contrast, kind of like you would do in pen and ink, where some of the lines are really thin and lighter. And see right here, this line wasn't smooth, but I can kind of make it look recessed. And hopefully that'll make it look a little bit more 3D. We shall see. I'm trying to quickly do this. I really want to color it. I really want to be done with it. I am not a fast burner. You know, if you didn't know this was pyrography, you would think that was a really weird statement. I know this is going lighter. I can darken it up. Just trying to get it down. Get his arm in. Yeah, I can definitely feel not being up on the easel. The heat going back up to my thumb versus towards the ceiling. It makes a big difference.
So what's chat saying?
Greg is talking about he just got a ball shader and is liking it. I'm so proud. We have so many Optima users now.
I know.
I'm so proud. And they're happy, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
For me.
Mm.
If you're not happy with the burner, if you don't connect with the burner, you're just not going to burn well.
See, I remember when you...
Well, you'll burn well. I guess will show that you don't connect with it.
I remember when you started out, well, when I met you,
yeah,
you were an avid user of the
nibs burner.
Nibs burner, and that's it.
Yeah, I had nothing else.
And then I remember when Nibs burner started to go away, and you started experimenting. And I remember the day that Optima came up, and I was like, "What? What's Optima?
Another burner?
Is that a real thing, or is that just like some guy working out of his basement? You know?"
Oh, technically, kind of.
Well, yeah, but you know.
He has his own work.
But you know, I was like, I've never heard of this, and all the time, because you know, working with Valarie, I'd heard about, you know, Razor Tip and Nibs burner and Coldwood and Walnut Hollow, but I never really heard of anything else. I'm like, Optima, is that a real thing? You know? And she was skeptical about it, very skeptical about it. Mm-hmm. So like, she went into using the Optima like really jaded, and I was like, well, this is not gonna last, you know, because we've never heard of it, for one, and then two, you know.
Well, you hadn't heard of it. I had in passing.
And two, it's like cheaper. So how is it going to compare to those other burners that are like, you know, fancier and, you know, got names and, you know, anyway. And you know the rest.
I don't be quiet about it.
No. But that just goes to show that like you're open-minded, because like Valarie was like so ingrained with using Nibs burner at that point.
Cried.
Yeah, she was like really upset. Like everything was compared to Nibs burner, you know, because she wanted that experience. And like I think when you got the Optima and you,
which was my last one,
started to see like the quality of it and stuff.
This outdoes the Nibs burner. I love Alice. Alice ever watches, I love you. You helped me so much. This kicks Nibs burner's butt.
So, yeah. So I was like, really surprised, but happy though that you found a replacement. Because I thought for a while
it cost us a lot of money.
I thought for a while there that you were gonna be buying all the Nibs burners that were left for backups, you know.
They were gone. I couldn't do that either. Now, Kenny, on the spoon shader versus the ball tip, that's the same diameter. The spoon shader for Optima heats up differently than the ball tips and requires less heat, and is, for the most part, smoother on the burn. I mean, if you notice, my Santa arm is not smooth as I like. In fact, the small spoon shader, you said medium? Jason's got the medium ball tip. That's the small
medium? You said I got the writer.
Oh, sorry. My bad. That
confused me.
I did. That's the medium ball tip. Is that the two? Let's see. Medium ball and spoon shader. Well, that's a small spoon shader. There's 3 sizes. So it's really up to you. Oops. It's going to be in the way. Alrighty. Let's get that in there. Okay. Let's make his eyes a little bigger. A little bigger. Let's do the Santa hat because I can negative burn around the white. Light hand. You don't need a whole lot of pressure. You know, I can't hold this back anymore. I am so upset with Coldwood.
Can't hold it back.
Can't. I am so ticked at them.
Why? I mean, I know why.
You know why. Because they are not having good customer service. And I don't like to be blamed for something that's not my fault. So, and I don't lie to people either.
No.
If I did it, I'll tell you I did it. I don't have time for the rest of that crap. And I'm gonna pause for a second to pull the tip out. I have an issue with one of the tips that came in my set. I'm reviewing my videos because back when I had the Coldwood especially, I was recording everything I was doing when I was burning. And, oh, it's up on the pen. This is how I store my Coldwood tips. They are in the Coldwood box. But when I took this pin out for photos for my big video, I'm doing this. Hopefully this will come in okay. Hopefully I can get is what the tip looks like. It is corroded. They're trying to tell me this is carbon buildup. That is not carbon buildup. I don't use my pins like that. I've never had a tip in all my burners do this. Even my crappy tips. I've never done this. And I don't like being blamed for it. Kenny's saying that a friend of his bought a Coldwood and there was a problem with where it plugged into the unit. He called them and they insisted it was the way he was plugging it in. He bought an Optima. It was much happier. Yeah, I expected better customer service. Everything's been done in email, so I have it all in writing. But they're trying to tell me that's carbon buildup. If this tip has been used, like I said, I have to review one more video to see if it's in that video. If I have it on no video, that tip has never been turned on. It's never been plugged in. And their warranty on their pins is only 90 days. On their tips. And pins. 90 days.
That's it?
That's it. You barely have time to break it in.
That's not much.
It isn't. It isn't. So I'm a bit ticked with them right now. And I did tell them that I was doing a review video and that I wanted them to have the opportunity to explain and be heard. It's been over a week now. And all they're doing is giving me lip service. And blaming me. Yes, Brent. Carbon could be removed. They're telling me to take a Dremel and buff it out, which again, I should not have to do. And if you look at the solder for the tip, it's in really bad shape. There's black stuff. Let's see if I can get it to wipe off. Oh, I must have wiped off the black stuff. Because I did try to strop it. And it even feels rough. Like, not carbon rough. So, I'm not happy with them. And they're probably going to be really more pissed off at me now.
What are you going to do?
But they can bite me.
What are you going to do?
What are they going to do?
No, what are you going to do?
What am I going to do? Be honest.
Exactly.
If they're going to lie about their product, there's nothing I can do about it. All I can do is warn. Now, there's some people that have Coldwood have never had an issue and love their product, and that's fine. I don't begrudge them that. But I've talked to them in the past. And I wasn't treated the best then either. But I gave them another chance.
You know, There used to be a saying in the service industry, so the customer is always right. So, and that was the difference between, professional and an amateur, is because a professional would not go to a manufacturer and be like, hey, this broke, because it wasn't me. A professional would say, hey, look, this broke because of whatever issue,
Yeah.
But regardless, if anybody came to the manufacturer and said, hey, this is broke, and I think it's because of this, you didn't argue with the customer, because, whether it was or it wasn't, the manufacturer's job at that point is to make good on it. Not to not to put blame on the customer, whether or not that it was their fault.
Even though I told them I knew it was out of warranty, was not expecting, I don't like that tip. Honestly, I can't stand that tip. So if I used it, again, I need to check my records. If I used it, it was for maybe 5 minutes. I'm not a setting higher than 3. And even on the Coldwood, that's still... In fact, the setting on 3 for Coldwood is about a 4.5 for optimal where I'm at. And yeah, it should not have done that. And we don't live in a high humidity area. And my studio stays within 10 to 15 degrees at all times of itself. Very true, Greg. Without customer service, you don't have a business.
Yep.
I know people have attacked Optima, but I tell you what, if I would have called Pat and said, hey, what's this? Pat would have replaced it. I have no doubt.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have blinked twice. And then he would have gone looking at his product, his manufactured, and seeing if they changed anything and if he needed to get a new manufacturer or distributor. So, hey Eve, I know I was worried about you, but you're here, so you're all good. I was just worried that maybe you're out of town or not feeling well. You're here. So hopefully it's all good, and I should not have done that line. I like that boot better. Mess this one up. So Eve, this is Dirty Santa. This is the original drawing. This overall came from Pixabay. I altered it how I wanted it, and then I drew the little girl to match the cartoon style. And I'm outlining. Mr. E is home, so her schedule is changed. I think he's home on holiday, maybe. He will tell me if I'm right or wrong. And I was just ranting about Coldwood treating me like I don't know what I'm talking about. In fact, their first email in response to me was to tell me to use this pen lightly and to sand my board because those new to burning tend to put too much pressure and bend and break a tip.
New to burning. And it's like obvious that they haven't...
He didn't read my email.
Read your email or even look you up,
I've had interactions with them. They know who I am. I know that sounds arrogant, but I have. They may have forgotten who I am, but...
You know who I am.
I have had interactions with them. And I messed that one up. So yeah. I'm outlining. I am doing it.
It
feels so weird.
I'm okay with it because I'm new.
It is weird. Kenny earlier had said that he was glad that he found my reviews while he was doing his research. I am too. In fact, I have another friend. I don't know, Kenny, if we're talking about the same person. Chuck, if you're watching, hi Chuck. He's not quiet about it. He'd been using his detail Coldwood, because it's a single burner, for 20 years almost, with no issues. And then he got a Super Pro 2 beginning of last year. and he was having major issues with pins melting. And Colwood replaced one pin, or replaced it one time, and then told him he was the problem. So,
Well, you wouldn't want to be in a relationship with Colwood, huh?
Colwood, if you're watching, take responsibility. Your products have been crap. I just said that, and I'm probably going to get hit pretty hard with that one. But it's true. Don't sell burners for $200 in a set and have it be crappy product. If it messes up, do the right thing. Messing up happens. It all, it's no big deal. Things happen.
I think too. I mean, this is probably sounds naive of me to say this, but how hard is it to replace a pin? Even, I mean, if
it's not hard.
Yeah, I mean, even if you tell the customer, like, hey, send your pin, and
send it in,
and we'll send a replacement.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're still getting those components back, and you're building goodwill with the customer.
And you can see what's going on with it.
Yeah, and so if there's an issue, hopefully it won't replicate.
I went too dark. You got a black eye. Shoot. You got a black eye now.
You got a black eye.
You do.
Oh, I do?
Well, look. I went too thick on my line.
That'll just make it...
Too thick on my line.
Yeah, it just makes me look tired.
Well, you were tired in this, so...
I was. It
would be fitting. I might have to knife that a little bit. It's too thick. Not what I wanted. I can go darker here. Yeah, I'm sure Colwood's not going to be too happy with what I just said, but people give up their hard-earned money to... Doing pyrography is not cheap. Are you still using the 9?
Whatever this is.
Okay, I'll switch over to this one.
Do you want it?
No. I've got the 9MS, which is a little similar. Just pointed a little different. Oh, no, that's 2.8. I don't want that one. I want this one. This is the 9MS. It's a little more flat. So this is fine. I really don't like dogging products, but being honest about something comes first. It does look like the dog Spot from our gang series, from the Little Rascals. Way too dark. In fact, what I can do... You see, this one's not going to be a very smooth tip on this wood. What I can do, just so I can see... Yeah, see if how much I can lighten up. I'm so out of my element here.
You? I'm out of my element.
You're the one who didn't want to do a drawing on there.
Oh, no, I'm enjoying it. That's not that part of it.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I don't normally do pyrography.
Let's see here.
I'm here to have fun.
Yeah, and that's what it should be.
And to be the cautionary tale.
Like I said, this is veneer and very thin, so I'm trying to be careful and not scratch too thick, too heavy. I'll go back later. So Kenny said that's not the same friend, but that he hears stories all the time about Colwood like that. Yeah, the same as Chuck's story. And he switched over to Optima and raves about it. And he used to be very loyal to Colwood. They were not loyal to him. And it happened while he was in the middle of Christmas orders. Don't blame your customers. Especially if they've been burning for a long time. They know what they're doing. In general. Alright. Too thick. Looks like Santa's been drinking.
That I had not been doing.
I know you had. I almost want to put bloodshot eyes now.
Well, I don't care. It's just, it happened, and yes, it's a story.
I'm sticking this one up. Yeah. I am so not happy.
You're not happy with it?
No, because I'm not used to outlining. To me, it doesn't look right. And that's my big problem. There's something that doesn't look right. I am not happy with it.
That is true. That is a very true story.
And that's why I said it.
Valarie is not happy with her work when it's not going her way.
Hey, that's not what I said.
But that is
if it doesn't look like how I pictured it.
If it's not going your way.
Don't know what you're talking about on the way.
Yep.
Yeah, let's make it
If it's
straight.
not going your way, it can be a bad time. Especially like when we're sketching and we're we're at the coffee shop, we're sketching, and you're not happy with what's going on, and you're working out of your element anyway, in a different medium. But yeah, you get impossible. She shows me
I don't get impossible.
Yes, you do, because you show me these things and you're like, I hate this, and I see it and it's like yeah, it's beautiful.
No, it's never.
And see, you're just reinforcing what I'm saying. Just reinforcing it. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Chat has confirmed before that your work is beautiful when you thought that you didn't like it, or it wasn't any good, and you just get so focused and into it, and you get so
Are you looking for a nice word?
I'm looking for a word. You get so focused on what your mental picture had in mind for the piece, whatever it is, and that you don't focus on the beautiful thing that you created.
Eve's over here going, Val, proving the point.
Exactly. My
No.
point exactly. And we've proved that point before on the live.
No.
Yes, we have. No. You're in denial. You're in denial.
No. I'm gonna leave him be.
Bernadette, how long is Valarie in denial? All day long!
I could have not done anything yet.
Every day!
I figure out how to use Streamlabs OBS. Does run better though.
Yeah?
I wonder how bad the delay is. I keep going off screen.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't check because I've been focused.
So what are you drawing now?
I'm drawing Kung Fu Santa.
You know what? That's fitting. I appreciate that. I'm glad you.
I have a belt test tomorrow.
I know
It's
you do.
mostly what's on my mind right now.
I got that. Everybody was Kung Fu Santa. I'm sorry, it popped in my head. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So if you don't know what Jason's talking about, he's in Kung Fu. And he has his purple belt tomorrow.
And it's taken me a very long time.
Because there's a reason.
I have a lot of broken bones. Well, they're not currently broken.
And not from Kung Fu.
No.
Might want to add that in there.
I have many broken pieces from deployments and pieces that don't work as well as they should anymore, or turn right anymore. And my instructors understand this. Like there's these really low stances that you have to
Horse stance?
Well, lower than that.
Lower than horse
Yeah,
stance?
there's these low stances in especially some of the stretches, and they're and then keep both feet on the ground. Yeah, or both heels on the ground. And I can't do it because I was wearing combat boots for so long that my ankles don't go.
They don't move.
They don't move that way anymore. And then like my left hand is
the claw.
messed up. Like, I don't know.
You can put it on camera. Huh?
Yeah, you can see that I've got like some scars there because that was like crushed. And so I can't do like, you're supposed to do like leopard paw, and I can't do leopard paw. All I can do is leopard claw. Anyway.
Eve would like leopard paw.
Yeah. So
I call it
the group that I started as a white sash with, most of them are now black belts, and I am just now getting my purple sash. And purple is the step below black. I've been a yellow belt forever.
It's okay.
I know. It is what it is. But yeah,
I'm just glad you're doing it.
And I can't do the movements the way that the other kids do. So, but I do my best.
You do. You do.
But I have
Kenny likes your indie snowman.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, thank you. But you know, I have belt test coming up tomorrow night.
Yeah. Is it tomorrow night?
It's tomorrow night.
Okay.
And today I am going to training.
Again,
because I am
been determined to pass.
80% prepared. I was not expecting to be tested this month, but
that's because you're doing better.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. I don't.
And Sifu sees it.
Yeah, I know. It's his judgment.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
Yep. And though you were Kung Fu Santa on Friday night because we went to the Kung Fu Christmas party.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I enjoyed that. A lot of good food there. I know it wasn't spicy enough for you.
It's okay. They all did good.
But in general.
But that sounds funny, like a Kung Fu Christmas party.
Yeah.
It's almost like the Star Wars Christmas thing. Let's see, where do I want to go on
Star Wars Christmas special?
Yeah.
Chewbacca
and his family.
That is a moment in Star Wars history that will live in infamy.
I can't believe this is the last live. 2018. Hot tip.
Hot tip. You should, you know what? That should be like your short videos, like hot tips.
I think I have one.
Probably.
But we have dogs.
What? What
does that have dogs. Why did it have to be dogs? Oh, indie snowman, yellow snow.
Yeah, nice.
Yellow snow.
Yeah. Kenny has some good jokes.
Yeah.
He was busting out some good jokes the other day, too.
Was he?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm not normally looking at chat. Normally you got that.
I know. This is, like, really nice.
Oh.
I'm just here having fun.
Yeah, and I'm multitasking.
Well, you're the professional.
I'm gonna have to take a nap after this.
I don't get a nap.
You're Kung Fu fighting.
Well, yeah, and then George is coming over because he's got to update his stuff because he does not have the internet because he's getting ready to move.
Yeah.
So,
yesterday was his birthday.
Yeah, I don't like one thing that I would have to learn in pyrography is that, like, if I linger too long, it creates a definite impression, even though I'm not pushing.
Yep.
And then it's hard to smooth that out or go over it again.
Yes.
So.
Well, part of that's the wood. Part of it is you using the higher heat. Even with because it's happening to me right now because I'm at a higher heat because I'm trying to outline.
See, and I'm actually getting smoke because I'm up to 5.
You're up to 5? Do you really need to be? I'm at 4.5. Do you really need to be at 5?
Well, I think...
Just slow down your pen. if you want it darker. You can turn down your heat and slow down the pen.
It's too slow.
And then you can speed up the pen and it'll go lighter, but you can still go at a lower heat.
It's so slow. How do you do this?
It takes a little practice, but you can do it.
Ah.
And the smaller tips, especially with higher heat, will, when you got it at that higher heat, it will kind of leave a lighter burn in the middle and darker around the edges of the stroke. It's the only way I can think to explain it. Sometimes you can actually highlight with it that way, depending on what that highlight is for. But doing like animal fur, you can kind of do the shadow and the highlight at the same time. But that does take practice. So I would do that on a practice board before you try doing that on the burning. Yeah, this is definitely making me miss my easel. It's right here.
I don't know any different. So.
Is your finger hot because of how hot you're burning? And
it's a little warm.
It wouldn't be if you were on the easel.
Oh. Okay.
That's the difference. Because right now the heat is flowing back towards your finger, your thumb. But if you're on the easel, it floats towards the ceiling.
Science.
Science.
So yeah, I definitely outline because how I've been attacking this is like as if it was a pin, like a ballpoint pin.
Kenny wants to know if you have used the walnut hollow, then you would definitely know the definition of slow.
No,
I know you have not.
I have not. I've seen it, and I know enough to know that I don't want any part of that.
That's why he's using my secondary Optima.
Yep. He's
using the single.
But as far as a burn, like, I never thought about wood burning, like, ever. You know, till I met you.
Oh, I can show them your very, very first wood burning.
That's a kung fu animal, too.
No.
The elk?
No.
What's my first wood burning?
This is his very first wood burning.
Let's see.
You did it in Lacey.
I can't see.
It says, not so easy, I love you.
Yes.
That.
And I meant that.
That is your very, very, all of this on here, his very, very first burning. And that's what the nib's burning.
That's right. TM. First. Like, it'll be worth a lot of money someday. Not really.
Stabbing myself.
Wait, I'll do the Indiana Jones quote. Like,
what?
It belongs in a museum.
That's fitting, considering you're snowman.
Exactly.
Very fitting. Let's see here. Her hair is a little dark.
Alright, I think
that's okay.
If I just keep going at this, I'm just gonna keep darkening the edges here.
Well, I can't see it, so let me see. So all I'm seeing, this is bending though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
The heat bends it. What you could kind of do is see how quick I'm moving.
Yeah.
And then you'll get a smoother burn for your shadow areas. So if you try it that way,
I'll try it.
Even with the tip you're using,
I'll try it.
You'll see what happens.
I don't know.
Let's see. But it looks awesome. I think it's so cool. Even with the candy cane. Is that nunchucks or whatever?
No.
Or swords?
No.
No? What are they?
They would be a kind of hatchet or an axe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So they'd be hook swords. That's what they are.
Hook swords. Okay. I'm not in the know.
Sorry. That's because you don't do kung fu.
So I don't. I just know when you're doing the hobble man stance.
That's after training.
You're moving really slow.
This happens after every training session. I walk up the steps in hobbled man style.
Yeah, that's what we call it. It's not an official style.
It's official for me.
It's official for you, yes.
Well, I think that I have taken this as far as it's gonna go.
Okay.
So.
Do you want to add color while you're sitting there? Granted, I haven't tested these, but it should be fine. You could do colored pencil, and if you look to your left in my black container file thingy over there, there's markers that you could use. Though you would have to be really careful.
Black container file thingy. What? What are you talking about?
You see the second above my above my colored pencil boxes, the black file thingy. Do you see those pins in the case?
There?
Yes.
Okay.
You could try those if you want.
I appreciate you talking at me like I'm a child.
Don't act like one, and I won't talk to you like one.
I'll do what I want.
I know you will. So do I.
What?
Do what I want.
That's true. Yes.
That's if you want to.
Yes.
Or you can use colored pencil.
Yes.
Now, with the grain, I would test that look.
How does this
with your hands.
Okay.
They haven't been opened
before. I'm assuming that will solve the problem.
I haven't.
Yes.
I bought those to test, but I have not.
Let's see. What do I need? I need red.
Use whatever. Now I would test it on a piece of wood.
Oh, in green.
Yep. To see how it travels on the grain. Sometimes it's thicker.
No, I said green, not grain.
Oh, I thought you said grain.
I should have played that off though.
You should have.
All right.
Just to see how it travels and how, if it does, how so.
By the way, what I just did here, this pretty much represents my whole studio, like the level of organization that I have in there.
Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, but now I can have that other pin. Can I have the pin you were using, please?
What? Oh,
the 9.
It's hot.
No, it's not.
What?
It's not hot anymore.
I don't believe you.
I double dog dare you to touch it on screen so they can see. It is not hot anymore.
Oh.
Double dog dare you.
Hang on. What the hell?
It cools off that quickly. I told you it wasn't hot. What? You don't like it when I write, do you?
You're right.
I know.
It didn't seem like it would cool down that quick.
Yep.
What kind of like dark witchcraft is this?
None.
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 So I tested it to see if it was going to run, and it didn't.
Brent said, "Hey, all. I think they forgot we're here with all the husband-wife talk."
It's possible.
Kenny says 42 seconds, Jason, and I can touch my tips. Oh, and we're here?
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Well, this shouldn't take me long to color. I can just take over chat. Monitoring, not take over chat. That sounds bad. I'm gonna take over chat.
Should have gone with the even thinner tip, but that's okay. I don't want to switch out anymore. So how's that working on the wood?
I don't know. I understand this better, so I'm enjoying the familiarity of coloring something.
I should have gone with the thinner tip. Oh, well, let's just get her done. Get her all burned in there. Don't have McGagger lips. I gotta turn the heat down for that. It's part of my problem.
That's just one of your problems.
No, I got a big one sitting next to me.
Oh,
Cool.
touche. Touche. Good comeback.
I know.
Wow.
That's all I got.
I get that like 8 out of 10 snowballs.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of snowballs, you want to tell them what you did to me with a snowball?
That was years ago.
What did you do?
I barely remember that. Nobody remembers that. That was years ago.
So,
I don't even remember what happened.
We got a couple of feet of snow, and we were having to go out and shovel to clear the sidewalk, and in this case, the driveway, so we could get out. And we were just playing in the snow, just kind of tossing the snow around.
Well, that's what you call it.
Yeah. He picks up, makes a big old snowball, throws it at me, but when he throws it at me, he hits me in the eye and froze my glasses to my face, and I couldn't see, and all I could do was fall in the snow laughing. It was funny.
Made me feel terrible.
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was awful.
You did it.
I didn't expect you to get hit in the face.
You're the one.
I'm an Alaskan. People move. You didn't.
I was in a few feet of snow, like all the way up to my knees, and I wasn't all the way down.
An Alaskan would have fallen over into the snow.
I fell in the snow after you did it.
Well, that's not really what's supposed to happen. Okay,
but I'm not Alaskan.
Okay.
Yeah, you did that.
I'm sorry. I still feel bad.
I thought it was hilarious. My glasses, though, did freeze. I tried wiping them.
Did. I had a girl with glasses. It was terrible.
It was
in the
fun. Face.
I could hear my parents. Tristan, did you hit that girl in the face with fogging up her glasses and freeze? Was that a chip? Tell your parents.
My parents was
but Mom, shut up.
Go apologize. Yes, it was fun. All I could do was laugh. It was just. I was shocked.
Recoil in horror.
Yeah, because you were afraid I was going to come after you.
No, I was afraid to hurt you.
No, I didn't hurt. It was just the way he hit me because, let's see here.
Was I doing the decoy snowball trick? And it worked too well?
No. So my glasses, when he hit me, he got me right there. Right at the bridge. And it went under and into my glasses. And in my eye.
Terrible.
It was hilarious.
Terrible person.
I laughed for 20 minutes. Waiting for my glasses to unfreeze. Emotionally. You were scarred emotionally, even though I was the one who got it.
Yes, I hit the woman I love in the face.
Yes, you did.
It's like, and you know what? Every time. And you know what? I know it was serious. You know why? Why? Because every time that we have any kind of debate, you bring it up. You're like, yeah, remember that one time that you hit me in the face with a snowball and froze my glasses and I fell in the snow? I'm like, stop, you win. I'm a bad man.
Hi, Sharon.
I'm a bad man.
That was fun.
Well, there's not much.
He wouldn't throw snowballs after that.
No, I won't throw snowballs at you. I just take it. There's not much to color on this. Indy is pretty much.
And how's the ink doing?
Brown. It's not running at all.
Not running?
It stayed inside the lines.
It's not following the grain?
Unlike me, it stayed inside the lines. No, it's not following the grain. It's not. From what I can see, it's not bleeding at all.
Can I see for a sec?
Uh-huh.
I can put it up close. Oh, no, I'm not seeing. You can't burn over it now, but I'm not seeing. Oh, yeah. You're right.
Oh, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, you gotta be done now.
Yep.
Oh. You're right, I'm not seeing it. Do you want to color your other ones?
Oh, sure, I didn't even think about that. Because I was going to put these carefully back in the box.
Here you go.
Oh, okay. Alright.
That color actually looks really good.
Put that over to the side.
Those are the Faber-Castell pit markers. And I do have those
Let's see.
On my kit page in Amazon.
The raccoon needs to be brown.
You can make it whatever color you want.
It's going to be kind of a...
Why can't it be a purple raccoon?
What? Because I already started coloring it.
But when you burned it, it burned brown. So
It's alright. It's all good. It's all good, Mama. Don't worry. It won't get weird.
Yeah. Yay! Sharon just ordered her Optima. I can't wait to see what she does with that.
Well, I give kudos to anybody who does pyrography because it is not easy.
I kudos anybody that does cartooning. It cause issues with my brain trying to do it. Yes, here.
He's a nice raccoon. He's a friendly raccoon.
So yeah, my burning's dark. I don't even know how well it would do with adding color. Let's see here. Let's go this way and get some highlights.
Okay, there's that. Let's see. I need red. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna make a green hat.
I should have two sets over there.
I'm gonna have green for the raccoon hat.
Green for the raccoon hat?
Yeah, because the puppy is gonna have a red hat.
That works. I should have other colors though. I've got two 6 sets, I thought. I only saw that one sticking out. Oh no, the other one. Did you put it back up there? The other one's right there. It's just not.
Is it different colors?
It's green. Yeah, it's different colors.
Oh, let me look.
You may have more options. Because in the Smart Art Box, we got the basic set, which we got.
Well, there's the brown. There's a darker blue. That would have worked better for Santa's boots, but you know what? I kind of like having him have the kind of dark, kind of brownish boots. So it makes him look more old-timey.
Okay.
Alright.
Messed up her.
Is there red in here? No.
No, I've only got 2 sets. There's like a big set, and I have it on the Drawing with Fire wish list.
Oh.
But I
put these in here very carefully because that's what I do.
You could put them in order.
What?
How you go.
What order?
By color.
What, like colors of rainbow?
Yes.
You do that?
Look at my colored pencils.
Oh my god.
Look at my watercolors.
Oh my god.
Seriously, open the drawer and look. How do you not know this about me?
I'm just wondering how you would ever find anything in my studio.
I don't. That's why I come ask you,
because
hey,
I'm
you
like,
got this?
I'm looking for a yellow, and then I dig in the drawer. I'm like, no, not that one. Not that one. Okay, that'll do.
Look at my drawers. Every one of them.
I'm gonna look in your drawers right now. All right.
I don't blame you, Sharon. She couldn't wait any longer to order her.
Roy G. Biv. Okay. I gotta change one. I was 1 out of sync there. Well, 2 out of sync.
How do you not know that about me? Look at all my art supplies. And it's messy in here right now.
G. Wow. Okay, here we go. So
the orange and yellow and red go together. The purple, the green, and the blue go together.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 I've been to art school. I know what's up. I know the 411.
Except you don't know that your wife likes it in Rainbow Overture.
No,
So how can you know the 411?
Well, I know it now, obviously.
No, and your studio does drive me nuts. Very much so.
I know where to find things.
After you look for 20 minutes?
It's not 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It's like maybe a minute, tops.
No.
Tops.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Maybe.
No. They keep going, you'll change, you'll match me. Because that's the truth.
I don't look that long, and I know what I'm doing. In my studio. Most of the time. on a Thursday.
Maybe in 2014. Alright, let's go. What did
You're gonna bring it up again?
What are you talking about?
Exactly. See, chat? This is my point. You're going right back to the snowball, aren't you?
I did not make you the snowball. You making the snowball.
No,
not me.
You taunted me into it.
It was 2015.
You worked it into the
No,
conversation.
that happened in 2015.
2015.
Not 14.
Right.
So there. I was talking about something else.
Whatever.
I need the thinner. What is it? Not that.
I'm gonna try this brown
Pointy.
for the dog.
Yeah, that's pointy.
It could be a blue dog, but I don't think
You make it whatever color dog you want.
I'm making him brown. Ish.
Fine. You do realize you burned it, so it already is brown.
I know, it's just a different kind of brown.
Okay.
Don't be all frustrated. Don't you your frustrated side with me.
Aww.
Sam.
They don't know what Sam means.
The eagle from the Muppets.
I'm not Sam. You're jealous.
There's one particular way to burn. Why aren't you transferring your pattern? Because I don't want to. It's not the pyrography way. In your world, I'm Gonzo, huh?
Yes. No, you're Animal.
Or am I the Swedish chef? That's
Yes.
more like how I paint.
Yes, you're Swedish chef.
And then when it goes wrong, I turn into Beaker.
Yes. That sounds about right.
You are, Sam. You're coming into my studio and you'd be like, aren't you going to do anything about that line? What line? That one there.
Yes, this is our conversation. Should negative burn a snowball. What, throwing it at Santa there?
What?
Oh, Greg.
Oh. Yeah, I like that little doggy. It's nice.
Yes, this tip is grabbing the grain too much, but it does get into small places. Why are you back? Your bell bowing.
Gets into small places.
Got quiet. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to put any more in this. Because if I don't, add a little bit of color and be done. And look how far I got in one line. Look at that. Look at that.
Huh?
Look what I did.
Oh, wow.
Looks like crap.
You did it. No,
It
doesn't.
does.
See, there you go. There you go. Exhibit, not even A at this point. C or D of you not being happy with the results. It doesn't. And here we go again. Look, this is it. No, it looks like crap.
It does.
It's not what I had in my head.
It isn't.
I don't know why I'm doing Bernadette's voice.
Can I tell them that that's also how you recreate your mother's voice?
Yeah, but there's no comparison there.
There better not be.
No.
Oh, good. Better safe than sorry, right?
Yes. I'm not going to comment on that anymore. Yeah. Like Kenny Loggins singing Danger Zone in my ear. Alright. Let's see.
Just trying to see if I can fix it, but I'm
Adding
making
a
it
few
worse.
details here.
There's making it worse.
You're making it worse. Oops, messed that up. But in my world, that's okay.
Yeah, mad props to those who do cartooning. And have it come out the way they want it. I am not doing that.
It's all good.
Alright. See, her hair is not looking how I want it.
I'm adding color, but I feel like it's defeating the purpose of burning.
Well, how is the... Because what I didn't do was test to see how transparent it was over the burning. Is it clouding the burning in any way?
No, but
Okay.
I think it
is ink.
it's not as transparent as I would like it to be.
Oh, it isn't?
But like the lighter colors, like
That's good to
the
know.
browns are that red's pretty dark, and the blue that I just used, it's like a what is this?
Can I see?
Yes.
And those have light fast ratings on
This
them.
is Indanthrene Blue 247.
I like that color.
Yeah, it's a pretty color.
It is a pretty
That's
color.
why I picked it.
Can I see your burning? I just want to see the opacity of the...
That's where I use it the most.
Okay, can I see your other one?
Huh?
And I want to see if there's any bleeding on this side. There is not. Now I can cut yours.
What?
And you can decide how you want to hang on. Can I have your doggy,
Oh.
please?
Okay.
Thank you. I just want to see. Yeah, over the burning. What I'm looking for, I'm not seeing clouding. So, actually, I think this is doable. They're doable. What are you doing? What are you trying to do?
Huh?
What are you trying to do?
Nothing. I may have had too much coffee.
Yeah, think.
Oh, Bernadette was supposed to do a burning today.
Oh.
Oh, missed opportunity.
And how was she gonna burn?
She was gonna burn. All right, we need to do this again because
Wait, it'll be after Christmas before we have a live.
the next year. We'll do it next year.
Okay.
Bernadette gets to burn something.
What is she gonna
I'm sure chat would like that. Hint, hint, chat. Except for Grace. Grace isn't chat, is she?
We've been missing Grace.
I know.
But she's okay.
Yeah. I hope Bernadette didn't drive her off.
I hope not. I hope not. Burl had a doctor's appointment, so that's why he isn't with us in Cat.
Oh.
I mean, he stopped in to say hi. He sent me a message saying that he had to go to the doctor's.
I had to go to the doctor's this morning.
You did?
But it was scheduled.
It was. I think hers was too. I don't think she realized. Alright. I'm trying to decide if I just want to add some white so that our whites stand out and be done. Because
Sharon just ordered her off tomorrow.
She did. Put a bit of shadow under the figure. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You know what? Can I see the 18M you've been using, or S you've been using, please?
Here it is.
Please. Need it off the
You
cord.
can see it.
In my hand.
Oh.
As long as it's turned off.
You need to see with your eyes, not with your hands.
No, I want to see with my hands.
That is you.
I know. Isn't it though?
I had a conversation with Valarie the other day about when she was a child. I bet that there was a lot of Valarie, stop touching that. Valarie, put that down. Valarie, leave the nice man alone.
Quit asking questions.
Valarie, quit asking so many damn questions.
Okay, so I ask a lot of questions.
Yes, you always take it.
But I got a lot of answers.
I can see you as at 5 asking questions like that. Like I got a cut. Oh, we're going to put a Band-Aid on the cut. We're going to clean it first. Why? Because it might be getting infected. What are you going to use? We're going to use hydrochloric. We're going to use hydrogen peroxide. Oh, that's interesting. What is that? Well, it's something that cleans the wound. How does it do that? Well, it just does it. What's the chemical composition? No more questions, Valarie.
Why?
Exactly.
I like to know stuff.
Yes. What was it?
And then I like to try to...
What was it you said the other day? Or this morning? Something about your...
I was curious. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
I was curious about something. So I said I was curious.
And I feel like that's redundant. You know? That's like you're curious about everything all the time.
Do you need to be on camera anymore?
No.
Bye-bye.
And I'm gone.
Unless you want to be. If you want to be on, I can put you back on just like that easy. On. I feel bad now because I wasn't trying to erase you.
Yeah, you just upstaged me.
I was not.
You just took me out of the picture.
I was not.
You just mispiggied me.
In fact, why don't you put one picture for... Oh, okay, Carmi. I could say beaker. Right.
So weird.
We needed to ground these guys.
You ground them? Why? Is the weather bad? Or are they no longer qualified for flight?
They probably got better weather than we
Was there a
did.
safety of flight message?
Yes.
They have to be grounded until the complete airframe inspections can be done.
Yes.
And then the poor air crew will miss out on having their flight time, and they will sit around the hangar frustrated,
Yes.
doing busy work.
Yes.
That's never happened to me.
A little bitter there?
Maybe.
I was trying to get something.
What's the matter?
I guess no, I don't like it.
It's awesome. Chat, tell her it's awesome, please.
No, don't lie to me.
It's not a lie.
It's not awesome.
It's professionally done.
It is not.
Where are we at? This is Exhibit G. H. We're in H now. Exhibit H, Valarie. Exhibit H, Your Honor. Clearly, Valarie does not value her own work. Clearly, she's too hard on herself. As you can clearly see. She's created something beautiful. And she is instead
Beautiful
trying to deride it.
Which is subjective. And therefore not admissible.
Huh?
I said that is subjective and therefore not admissible.
Objectively,
No.
it's very good.
No.
It's professional.
No. That is still...
Are we going to have to put together... Am I going to have to put together an exhibit consisting of a PowerPoint presentation of all the reasons why that particular piece of art is considered professional level and pleasing to the eye?
You might have to.
I don't want to.
Then don't offer it.
Don't try and call my bluff. I'm a PowerPoint master.
Then get
I'm a
it done.
PowerPoint grandmaster.
Then do it.
I've been in military management.
Ooh.
Don't ask a government employee. Don't try and step to a government employee about
And
PowerPoint.
I'm a trained paralegal.
Okay.
Okay.
You try so you know the law. But is your
No,
PowerPoint going to
I
be
cannot.
pretty? Is it going to be engaging?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
Do you want me to answer that question?
Is your PowerPoint going to take 16 hours to put together?
Yes.
Meanwhile, mine will be 10 minutes.
And whose will be more compelling?
Mine will be sweet and to the point, and people will have fallen asleep during yours,
No, they fall
waiting
asleep
for
during-
it. If you could just get to the presentation, they'd be like, ooh, ah, but I will already have gone home.
Eve is siding with you.
Exactly. Thank you, Eve. That is why Eve is awesome, and why the Toasties are awesome.
Eve's mine, not yours.
Yes, Val is guilty of not evaluating her own work
No, I am. I'm looking
fairly. Is also in dire need of a fresh eye. That's what I do. I am the fresh eye.
Yeah, but with that fresh eye, it needs to be an objective.
I am
voice.
objective. You know what? You denounce you just disqualify me all the time. You're like, Your Honor, he's not objective.
He's not.
I am. I'm speaking. I do love you too much. But
you can't be objective.
But objectively speaking, creatively speaking, I know what I'm talking about. I'm an art school graduate, you know. Can you hand me the tablet? I can actually do my job. And it's hard for me to see the screen or there. It's like in that weird middle distance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much better.
I got used to it being there. And you guys putting final touches.
Sharon H says it's awesome, Valarie. Yes, I know. I know it's awesome. Thank you, Sharon. Valarie does not know it's awesome. Yes, Greg says that's why the critiques are so good. Because you have attention to detail. Now,
that's part of why I'm having such a hard time.
And I will concede that. Not even a concession. It's just the truth. You are much more detail-oriented than I tend to be. And long after I have considered something being done, you'll still be working. And in fact, in my own work, the reason why some of it rises above the rest is because Valarie has come into my studio and pointed out everything that's wrong and everything that could be better about it. In a loving way.
Yes.
In a loving way. But inwardly...
Inwardly,
I'm like Miss Piggy. I'm like...
Yes, you are.
Get out of here, frog!
Yes, you are. You do get pissy with me.
I do. I'm sorry.
You know what I forgot on him?
What'd you forget?
That is extremely important.
What is that?
I forgot. I got some tips to do it. So this particular tip, the PP tip, I have to touch the end.
Mm-hmm. You have to what? You have to what?
I have to touch the end of it to make sure I got the right one.
Oh, we must be arriving at the end of the stream because Valarie's bricking. Don't blow bubbles in your cocoa.
This is the 9th PP tip, and I do have to tap it.
There's nothing that you can do to make it any better. Why don't we be done?
Because I gotta do one more thing to him.
One more thing. One more thing. There's always one more thing.
I gotta put his.
You're like the Columbo of pyro artists. That's a throwback reference right there. Who remembers Columbo, folks? I barely remember Columbo.
Yeah, sure.
I do.
I forgot his 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah. Ooh, one more thing.
But yeah.
You know what? They've been doing remakes of everything else. I'm surprised they haven't had a hip, trendy 2018 version of Columbo.
There. Now he looks a little more dirty Santa Claus.
Yeah. That's actually a very quaint picture because I'm sure the look on my face was more of one of shock and terror.
I still think you should have told her that you had been working it.
Well, we all think of these things after the fact. Maybe if you'd been with me.
I could have answered her.
You could have been, you could have answered that, and I would have just stood there and waved awkwardly like I did.
I'm just trying to give it away. And I'm definitely not a cartoonist.
You could have fooled me.
No. They do a fantastic job knowing where to put their shadows and their lines for detail. No, not me.
My snowman.
Dave does a beautiful job.
My shadow on my snowman is too big. It looks like Indy just had an accident.
What? See. Looks like Indy had an accident.
He's leaking.
He's
melting. But it's black fluid for some reason, or brown fluid for some reason. That's interesting. The blue kind of, well, no, it's still there. It's a kind of indigo tint.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'd like to put more detail on her, but I'm afraid I'm going to lose her. I do. On the screen. Oh, you're still on the screen. Right.
So are you going to switch over to this program for a stream soon?
Yes. Have we had any buffering or
no
lagging?
I mean, I don't know how to pop up Bernadette, but
I think we have to. Oh, Bernadette would be. Oh, the Bernadette's right there. Which one do you want?
Do the orb. Bernadette hasn't got to come in today. Whoa. What's going on with that?
Oh, there she is. She's been asleep.
What are the lions? Are those going to show up?
That's the lineup. No.
Oh.
That's so you can line everything up. Well, it's the binding boxes.
Oh, okay.
There you go. She showed up.
Just doesn't feel right without Bernadette.
I know. Alright.
Chris Gershner says, "Don't forget, Val, you are your own worst critic."
Oh, very much so.
Truth. Preach.
Oh, I agree with that statement. Absolutely.
Greg says, "I'll be working on my phone until next year."
Alright. I'm not happy with them, but it's just going to have to
So, situation normal.
No. You sounded like Cole there.
Did I?
You did.
Cole must be a pretty cool guy.
Of course he is. I gave birth to him.
Oh. It's like a verbal tennis match, isn't it?
It is. Back and forth.
Hit that,
Alright,
hit that
I
right
am
back
going to say that Dirty Santa is done.
Okay.
Turn off my burner.
Well, he looks well beyond done.
I still need to finish the reindeer. And then I think I'm going to at least add color to, I think I'm going to add it to Dirty Santa. And then, why is it spinning? And then I am going to do nothing with that. Okay. So let's get you. Oh, can you put both of yours on screen?
I can try.
Please. Pretty please.
I can try.
I'll try.
So weird because everything's backwards.
I know. But hopefully there's a shaving or there. So those are our Christmas tags for 2000, our holiday tags for 2018.
I never thought I'd be making Christmas tags.
Oh, thank you for helping me.
Thank you for making me a part of this. I didn't have a choice.
Yo, stop. Hi, Ozzy. Well, I hope everybody has a happy holiday. We will be back New Year's Day, which is a Tuesday, in 2019. So see you next year.
Yep. Well, I won't see you next year. I'll see you like 5 minutes after this.
I wanted to tell everybody. I'm like, my brain went.
I can see that.
The train hit the tunnel wall instead of going through the tunnel.
Went off the tracks, huh?
Off the tracks into the wall. Guys, thank you so much, Eve. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all the other Marys and Happies for what you celebrate.
And God bless us, everyone.
Don't forget, you're awesome. You can do this. You're a pyro artist. Happy burning, guys. Bye.
Bye.